That could be a better button. Maybe. Hey, there we are. Hey, welcome to Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's live stream. Yeah, gang, that's right. Live stream. The only live stream you'll see tonight that has the strangest toy you've probably ever seen. Seen, to be seen. Yeah. Welcome to Reiser's 2.0 broadcasting in living color, if you call this living, with only 3 bytes of memory. Yeah, Reiser's computer came over on the Mayflower. But anyway, gang, we're doing it. Here we are. Welcome to the live stream. Tonight, we got news and upcoming. How can we just not say coming up? I guess coming up could have kind of a double cut. No, never mind. News and upcoming, thanks to contributors, vintage toy commercial. Yeah, gang, that's right. I just said that. It's coming. And also, too, we have the main feature, Reales and stuff related. We're kind of going to use well, there will be more than that here in a minute, but they're going to use an article that we're going to kind of bounce back and forth on. And yeah, if I get kind of sidetracked or whatever, just somebody slap me. But anyway, Reales. Oh, there's so many different areas of Reales I could get. Anyway, all right. And then at the conclusion, there will be an afterglow. And you guys know what that's about. So sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Anyway, gang, coming up. Still have that problem with coming up. Upcoming's better. Coming up sounds like you just had a bad Chinese dinner. I don't know. But anyway, gang, news and upcoming. 6/11, that's next Sunday. Game night. Loads of fun with all new scoring system. That's right, gang, an all new scoring system. But it actually doesn't mean anything, but it's there. But anyway, gang, game night next Sunday should be a fun evening. 6/18 is going to be a desk show. Oh boy, is that good! I tell you what, that desk show you are not going to want to miss. Yeah, that is. We got a couple surprises planned for that desk show that you don't want to miss. You'll be seeing more of that when we do kind of the advertisements for it, etc. And then, gang, 6/25. That's right, June the 25th. You do not want to miss. It'll be the first, that's right, the first community-sponsored giveaway. Really excited about this. We're going to see some of the stuff here at the end of the stream, probably. I hope, if I got time. If not, I'll push it away over into the afterglow. But anyway, gang, community-sponsored giveaway, June the 25th. And it'll be the most eclectic giveaway on the planet. That's right, numismatics, antiques, and curiosities. What could that possibly mean on our show? Curiosities, I don't know. But anyway, gang, I tell you what, if you would like to contribute to the giveaway, you can either send a financial donation or send in an item of interest. Now, just remember, it has to be kind of, I don't want to say small, but small-ish. And there's PayPal, or the snail mail address can be found down in the information box down there somewhere. You guys know where it's at. And anyway, gang, down there. So anyway, so far the giveaway for 6/25 is setting itself up to be a very nice giveaway indeed. And remember, that's right, remember, your clue for that giveaway will be mentioned in one of the 3 live streams prior to the giveaway stream. That's right. So basically, it could be a fact, a date, or sometime during the live giveaway. You're going to have to put that in chat. I disappeared, but I'm here again. Anyway, I'm here. Did I disappear for a second? Oh, okay. Are we back? Yeah. So anyway, so that clue will be a name or a date that will be mentioned during one of the prior live streams. So you got to keep lookout for it. And during that giveaway stream, you have to in chat just load it up with the dates and the names and whatever. And close to the end, we'll give kind of like a final clue as far as what we're hinting at, and that'll give you the entry into the giveaway drawing. And then, boom, we'll fire off the old app thing, giveaway thing, and choose a winner. Ah, goodness, that's a lot. But anyway, gang, of course, I still got to test the thing. In theory, it all works. And, yeah, yeah. So we'll give it a little try. We'll do a test prior to that, just to make sure everything's in working condition. And yeah. But anyway, gang, that is 625. Write it down. Put it on the mirror, bathroom mirror, and yeah. Anyway. But anyway, gang, it is growing. I tell you what, the stuff's over there, and it's just getting bigger as we go on. Anyway, gang, no purchase necessary. Must be 18 years old or older. And we got those 12-year-olds watching now. But anyway, puppets. No, anyway, it had to be 18 years old or older and be in the U.S. Unless if you're outside the U.S., why you just have to agree to pay for shipping. Or you may also gift your winnings to somebody in the stream. But anyway, gang, it should be an evening of great fun. You just don't want to miss. Anyway, gang, tonight, oh yeah, we're going to check and see who we got here. There's North Jersey. And hi, Miss Beth, how are you? And who else we got? We got Kane. Hi, Kane. American Woodland Relics. Hi, hi. And Sandy Wright. I tell you, she follows me everywhere. And who else we got? Jimmy Cloak. Hi, hi. And who else? I say American Woodland Relics. Yes, Chamber Pots. He's got Chamber Pots. And who else we got? And here we go. We'll run through. Hi there, Chris Roberts. Hi, hi. And welcome to the live stream. And Cheapskate Coins. Hi, hi. And welcome to the live stream. And here we go. Chamber Pots. And hear your face? I don't know. Who's your hillbilly? Hi, hi. Anyway, gang. Welcome to the stream. Now, tonight's live stream is brought to you by Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's toilet paper. Yeah, gang, that's right. It goes where you go for whenever you have to go. You can look for it at your local Woolworths or 5 and 10 cent stores. Coincidentally, they can be found up by the lunch counter. But anyway, gang, check the ad. That's right. Check the ad in your local Sunday paper or the billboard along the Lincoln Highway. But anyway, gang, tonight we have another special commercial for you. And ready or not, here it comes. Maybe I do not see it. Uh-oh, hang tight. Here we go. Well, that's just horrible. Wait a minute here. It's for whatever reason, it disappeared. But we'll get it for you. Maybe. Possibly. Maybe that's what's causing that to glitch a little bit. Maybe it's hung up.
Fiction movie. Thrill to the amazing strength of an out-of-this-world movie monster comes by Marx. Garlu the Mighty. Garlu the Terrible. Who can stop it? Who can control this monstrous creature? You can, kids, because Great Garlu by Marx is yours to command. With these battery-operated controls, you can make Garlu go, stop, bend, pick up, turn. Yes, Great Garlu, almost tall, be your faithful servant. You name it, you're the boss. Bring out-of-this-world excitement into your house, kids. Own the most fantastic toy of all. Great Garlu by Marx. M-A-R-X spells Marx, world's largest toy maker.
There you go, gang. Well, that was a little choppy. I don't know why that is, but we're about to double check on that. But that's the Great Garloo. I tell you what, gang, this toy, believe it or not, is rather collectible, and the prices that it is commanding is just out of, oh my goodness, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars for this toy, believe it or not, nowadays. It definitely treasure. Be sure to keep an eye out at the yard sales and flea markets. I tell you what, I mean it. Even the little what do you want to call it? Not it's not his underwear. What do you call it? His loincloth there. On eBay, people, or now this is the selling price. People are paying upwards of $200 just for that little piece of loincloth. And then, oh, if you have the actual toy itself in the box, oh my goodness, you're just talking numbers that are absolutely crazy. But anyway, gang, that's that, the Great Garloo. And anyway, let's get on to a little bit of, just a little bit of metal detecting. And we'll try and catch up with chat a little bit here. It says, do you know what year that was, Charlie? I think that was 1961. And I can only imagine how much $18 was when that commercial came out. Yeah, really cheap. It had been quite a bit. That was kind of creepy. I like it. Oh, yeah. And that thing looked better than my last date. I think that was your last date. And but yeah, I tell you what. But anyway, gang, the Great Garloo. And we've been doing some work here on the live stream a little bit. And right now, we do, in the background, have the coin cam running. I don't know if that's creating a little snag for us or not, but we're going to have to kind of check on it. And we are also hardwired, believe it or not. We're not running off the Wi-Fi. And a couple of different things that we're probably going to try and later on in the afterglow. That's right, we're going to do a live test on a couple of things just to see how they go. But anyway, managed to get out in the woods. That's right, I was back in the woods. I tell you, and it was a little bit last Saturday. Didn't find too much, but did find a whole lot of ticks, tons of ticks, and I tell you what, in fact, so many ticks, it may keep me out of the woods for the rest of the summer and keep me along the bay shore. But ticks and gnats. But anyway, here, have a look at this.
And about, and decided to come out and play with the gnats for a while, and they were lonely. Anyway, gang, found a button, and yeah, big old flat button. Root. I've saved it for a while. It was underneath of that root, kind of playing with me for a little bit. It was ringing up like a shotgun shell, but it's not. Anyway, gang, stay tuned. There.
And we're back. Anyway, ticks. And yeah, I tell you, they kind of left plenty of reminders. But anyway, I tell you, it was great to get out. I tell you, the weather here in the east has been beautiful. I know further inland, Pennsylvania, Ohio, they've been actually very, very warm. And I don't understand, but I'm kind of glad for our weather being cooler. North Jersey says I pull 3 to 5 off my dog every day, and see, the Cheapskate says, I've seen a couple articles that tick populations are higher than normal this year. I definitely believe it. Strangely enough, too, even though we came off of a drought last year, the undergrowth is thicker than I've probably ever seen it. I can't. Some of the old trails that were barren for years are now completely overgrown. I was amazed when I got out there. But anyway, gang, moving right along, tonight's main feature for the program that we have, basically we're going to segment an article written by Pat Hughes for Lost Treasure magazine in the February 2017 edition. We'll be using the article as a catalyst for discussion about reals and some commentary about collecting. Now, I really got to try to stay focused if I can do that. But I really got to try and stay focused because there's so many different things about the Reales, chop marks, and even with the, I'm finding now, even with the different mintage, you'll see peculiarities between each mint. Okay, and I am just completely, I've kind of renewed my love for the Reales, and I should have really not dug deeper into it. Oh my goodness! And we don't even get into some of Schroff. Am I not saying it right? Schroff. The Schroffs who made the chop marks. Oh boy, that's right now a current study of mine. And basically, they had records in regards to those chop marks. And right now, I believe I've read somewhere that there's only like 2 existing copies of those books that the Schroffs made back when they were chop marking the Reales. And I haven't seen any information like that online. I would love to see just a page or two of what those books look like that they were referencing when they were making or checking the chop marks. But anyway, gang, on with this. Now I'm going to try and put up a picture here. We're going to see if this works, and hopefully it will. It seems like we're running a little bit smoother now, and it may have just been too many windows open and the computer just wasn't liking it. After all, we're running with 3 bytes of memory. But hang on one second here. We'll try to throw this up a little bit. We'll do that. And one bad thing about this, I run a little bit blind when I do this. And that's not what I want. That's what I want. Ooh. How about that? That looks better. Oh, yeah, gang. Reales. Oh, the balloons. Oh, okay. Escudos. Oh, okay. All right. Why gotta stop looking at that? All right, Reiser, read the thing. Read the thing. Stop looking at the coins. Okay. Anyway, gang. So again, this is by Pat Used. Back, and the title of this article is "Pieces of 8: The Reale Facts." Reale Facts. Anyway, maybe I wrote that. I don't know. But anyway, gang, pieces of 8 have been found on virtually all of the beaches in America. This coin was and still is a precious one to own. It all started with the rich, precious metal that Spain found in the New World. It was just what the royalty... You're not hearing anything. Are you still there? Yes. Okay, I'm sorry. Where was that? Anyway, to hasten the process of getting this wealth back to Spain, the bars of silver and gold were hacked into chunks of proper weight and struck with heavy hammers between crude hard metal dies. The strike created a Spanish pattern in the coin. The Spanish word cabo refers to the end of the bar. The size, shape, and impression of these cobs were irregular. Only the weight mattered. If a cob was overweight, the minter clipped a piece off. This led to copper counterfeiting, though. Copper looks like gold, and the weight could be equaled. So beware of gold coins really being copper. And strangely enough, that's actually still true today. I've actually seen a couple of counterfeits of American gold coins, and they were spot on as far as weight. But it didn't take too much to tell that, yes, they were not indeed gold. One of the things that my local coin shop does, he is not only a jeweler, besides coins, not only is he a jeweler, he is also a precious metals dealer. So he gets the weird stuff in all the time, and he kind of, there's nothing he can do with it. So yeah, also too, he's got a drawer full of the Chinese fakes, and I tell you what, they're getting more and more detailed and better. He had a half there. I don't remember the date. I think it was 1830 something. It was one of the low mintages of the half. I want to say it wasn't 1832, because I think 1832 is actually a high mintage. It might have been there in a 30 somewhere that had a low mintage, and it looked really good. If I didn't have my book and scale with me, it looked really spot on, but there was no silver whatsoever in that coin. Anyway, gang, back. See, this is what I mean. Somebody's got to slap me so I can stay on track of this. Anyway, back to the article. This was a crude method because it was not always easy to weigh a coin. It was easy to take a small piece off, thus making the coin worth less. They were made by rolling the silver and gold into sheets of uniform thickness and punching out coin blanks or planchettes that would be struck in large screw presses. The gold coins are called escudos or doubloons, and all of 8 or reals are silver. The Spanish pieces of 8 or reals are really different denominations, but are usually joined together under the generic term pillar dollar. The denominations are half, 1, 2, 4, or 8. They are predecessors of the United States 5 cent, 10 cent, 25 cent, 2 bits, 50 cent, and $1. So the piece of 8 or 8 real is kind of related to the dollar. Counterfeits are common in these coins, especially watch for coins dated 1752. Now, mind you, this article is, 5 years old now? I'm sure they've got even more now. It is also important to remember that silver coins that have spent a lot of time in salt water, like from a shipwreck, remember, you got all those El Cazador coins and that sort of thing that are being brought up and whatnot. Well, anyway, gang, they'll see a little bit of weight loss. Most authentic 8 reals should weigh 26 grams. Some authenticated weights of coins from shipwrecks have weighed 17.8 grams, but they were cob coins, not the 8 reals. Most 8 reals should weigh about 26 grams. These coins were circulated throughout North and South America and were minted in Bolivia, Chile, Colombia, Guatemala, Mexico City, and Peru from the early 1600s to early 1800s. These coins have different Spanish kings on them, designated different reigns and eras. Just to help confuse the issue, these coins can have a variety of different kings, with some of the kings having the same name. Here is a list to help ease the confusion. King Philip III reigned from 1598 to 1621. King Philip IV from 1621 to 1665. Charles II from 1665 to 1700. Philip V from 1700 to 1746, and so on. To find the king, look for the name on the side with the shield and crown, or find the date on the coin. The only mints in South America open in 1809 were Mexico, Potosi, Bogota, Guatemala, or Santiago. Yes, they often basically, they actually it was almost like a kind of a round. They would actually change mints and go on to different ones. But anyway, gang, the 1761 coin is a piece of 8 proven by the 8 seen on the side. Oh, do we have that one here? No, we have the 1778. Thank you. But anyway, and we don't have that on the screen. Darn it, I meant to have a picture of that particular one. But anyway, we'll pass over that. But anyway, currently the Mexican 8 reals are worth $200 or more, depending on authentication and condition. Now, we kind of do want to touch base with that just for a second, because, again, this article is 5 years old, and things have changed. The price of silver has gone up. And it has seemed that the market has changed. Not only, there's always deals to be found, but at the same time, the market for the real seems to have gone up significantly. If you notice, again, like I said, there's always deals to be found. Up on your top left corner of the photograph on your screen is a Spanish Reale. It's an 8 Reale, and it was sold for $95. Now let it be that it is very heavily worn. It's the 1818 Reale you see on the right side of your screen, and it's actually not too bad. Would I be a buyer for that? I don't know. And for me, I like the older Reales, but still, the deals are to be had. The other Reales you're seeing on your page, most of those were graded. So obviously, if they're graded and they're slabbed, they're going to bring a higher dollar figure. But anyway, back to this article. He says we're worth $200 or more, depending on all. Yeah, okay. I would say probably 2 1/4 would probably get you a halfway decent Reale, 8 Reale. And if it's slabbed, and you expect to pay probably $100 more, if that, right around there, for something that's okay, something that's better than fair. And but the market for the Reales is just it's alive and well and jumping. But anyway, gang. Back to this. How much is a piece of 8 worth? The answer depends on the silver content, how many were minted and where, and how well it is preserved. And also, too, how many still exist. Remember, a lot of these were melted down. A well-preserved half Reale with 0.05 troy ounces of silver may be worth $180. A worn 1 Reale coin with 0.10 troy ounces of silver may be only worth $35. A well-preserved 4 Reale dated 1732 could be worth $2,000. It all depends. So to identify an authentic Spanish colonial coin that one may find, the treasure hunter needs to find the date or identify the Spanish ruler to be sure of the era. Know if the coin is milled or cobbed and find out what the denomination is. And okay, most importantly, look out for the mint mark. I tell you what, there's so many different areas we could spread off of this article. I'm probably going to do a series of shorts. I used to have the minute-long feature videos. I am convinced that at some point I'm going to do a series of those minute-long videos on just the Reales, because I would love to cover the mints. I would love to cover the different denominations. And as far as the market today, as you can see from the picture in front of you, they're all over the place. And not so much I would like to establish a pricing guide or nothing like that, but just maybe a record of what these pieces are selling at. Because it's just what you see in front of you. They are just all over the place. But anyway, gang, you know what? I mean, stuff is only worth what people are willing to pay. And I tell you, some of the Reale collectors, I guess I would have to be included, are quite fanatical. And for me, you would think that I would. Now I'm into the chop marks, and I've been watching a fellow. I'm not going to remember his name. Nope, not going to remember his name. I came across him looking for a book by F.M. Rose, who did a book about just chop marks. In fact, that's what it's called. And while I was searching for his book, I came across another guy. Nope, not going to remember his name. I even messaged him on Messenger trying to get that guy's book. And he was actually making an interesting point that once the Reale was chop marked, he made the argument that it no longer was a Spanish coin, but once it's chop marked, it became a Chinese coin. And I thought, at first, when I first heard it, I was kind of like, well, I didn't know whether to kind of follow that theory or train of thought. And the more I'm kind of really thinking about it and getting into the chop marks, those symbols and figures actually kind of, yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards his train of thinking. But I find it fascinating. And to think that we're 100+ years away from chop marks, that we are so limited as far as the information available in regards to chop marks. I just find it fascinating. It just makes me want to dig even harder as far as finding out the information and whatnot.
Is his name David?
No. I can't think of what his name is. It's going to drive me nuts. Actually, in the afterglow, I can probably dig it up when we're actually not. Yeah. My goodness. I just messed. Wait a minute. I can do this now. Wait a minute. That's right. Because I'm not using my phone for anything anymore. Colin Goldberg. He too has a book out that, or I should say, had written a book about chop marks, and he was actually doing a lot from the work of F.M. Rose. But anyway, gang, back to the article. We got a couple other pictures here we'll throw up. We'll get rid of that. And here's an early Spanish, basically, gauge for the reals. But anyway, gang, in the late 1800s, Canada had an influx of Spanish-American dollars. Remember, they were involved in the fur trade. And in 1793, the United States coinage law gave legal tender status to Spanish and large silver coins of France. Diggers, that's right. Not only scanned those early colonial sites for reals, but that's right, French silver. Foreign coins were finally demonetized in 1857 in America. In 1830, 1 of every 4 coins. I don't know where this statistic came from, but I'm really having trouble with it. I've got to check to see what he does list some references down here. I got to find out where he found this bit of information because I think it's kind of, I don't know. In 1830, 1 of every 4 coins used in the Americas was minted in one of the Spanish colonial mints. 1 of every 4. I don't know, having a little bit of trouble with that. But I would love to see what his reference is for that. Nearly 5 million in Spanish coins were circulated throughout the world. It is really no mystery why the Spanish silver dollar can be found anywhere, anytime, by anyone. And anyway, gang, reals, oh, I tell you. A couple things we want to kind of touch on too. We'll get rid of this thing. I think it might have had too many windows open, and that was the issue with the other thing, because running the screen share program, it gets a little wonky. Wonky, he said. And kind of go over my notes real quick. 8 real breakdown, we saw that on there. The scale, we didn't say anything about the scales. Did we say anything about the scales? Scales. They are cheap. They are inexpensive. And if you obviously can't use this for eBay because you don't have them. But if you're going to your LCS and you get involved in some of the higher end and higher priced coins, and you don't have a particular comfort level with who you're dealing with, take it. For $16 or so, it could save you a whole lot of financial hurt. And because after all, if you're, let's just take the real for example, it could be anything. It could be silver halves, it could be a silver dollar, it could be something, right? But if you're going and you're spending $200 on a coin, why not? It's better, $16 versus, a $200 financial mistake. And my local guy, he doesn't mind. At first, he would kind of laugh about it, but at this age, I bring my red book, I bring my scale, I bring my, well, I used to bring a loop. I don't bring a loop anymore. I use my phone because I can play with the picture, drag the picture bigger and etc. So those 3 things I'll take. And at first he was, kind of whatever with the book, but I'd sit there and thumb through the book. And at first they'll come over and say, "Oh, can we show you anything?" No, not yet. I'll kind of go through and go along and make a list. And then when we're all done, I see what I want to look at. Then we'll go down the list. Yes, we'll see this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And then if they're, we'll say at a certain price, we will drag out that scale. We will look for different identifiers and just kind of make sure everything kind of rings true. Even he himself. Now, I said before, the same fellow who I was talking about earlier, even himself has kind of let one slide past him. And I want to say it was 3 years ago. I'm not going to remember. I think it was about 3 years ago. He had one in the right in the end. It was no good. But anyway, protect yourself. That's right. But anyway, oh, I never touched on the Straits of Gibraltar. Oh my goodness! See, ask me something again for those 1 minute segments about Reales. Pricing guides. Oh, I tell you what, they're all over the place too. Recent eBay sales. Can you get an idea? You can kind of gauge it, right? But don't let that be. Because let me tell you what, the guides are just what they are. But the true measure of what anything is worth is what someone is willing to pay for it. And you've got to have patience. Patience goes both ways. Be patient for the good deal. They're always out there. Be patient for the good deal. And if you're selling, be patient for the willing buyer. Two different scenarios, but both are very realistic expectations. Do nothing in a hurry. That's right. Be patient. The buyer's out there, the seller's out there. And where that little bit of wisdom come from? I don't know. Did I write that down here? Because I don't know. You know what? We'll touch on this real quick. Remember when the W quarters first hit the market? People were paying $150 for a W quarter. I don't even know what they are now. I haven't even looked at any of them recently. But people were overpaying. Oh my goodness, I could not believe. But anyway, gang, 8 reals. I tell you what, I do think that's going to be a video series. There's just a lot of stuff to touch in there, and as deep as I'm getting into right now with the chop marks, got to touch it, got to get into it deeper. But anyway, chop marks. Yes, I tell you what, that's an interest here for the Emporium. But anyway, gang, along the little ticker there, I tell you what, we got to talk about our contributors. I tell you what, we got Jersey History Hunter and Cheapskate Coins. Thank you both so much. Jersey History Hunter live streams Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. That sounds familiar. No, but no, just kidding. Yep, Jersey History Hunter live streams Tuesday night, 7 p.m. And always, I tell you what, great community member. She releases videos usually once a week towards the end of the week, Fridays. And I tell you what, don't miss out on her live streams. Always lots of fun. And then, gang, Cheapskate Coins. CC. And I tell you what, gang, he's got a auction coin sales over there. And he always has a unique blend of different stuff. Me, myself, oh my goodness, I don't know if I can look at another Morgan dollar. It's kind of like William Shakespeare to a literary guy. It gets overquoted. And I don't know, I kind of hit that spot in my life where I want to see different things across the board, exonumia, anything, right? But Morgans. I would suggest somebody start a dime collection, a Mercury dime collection, over a Morgan dollar collection. It just seems like there's so much hype about the Morgans, where there's other facets of the numismatic hobby, the coin hobby, that should be kind of looked at. I don't know. But anyway, gang, Cheapskate Coins. He's on at Tuesdays. He's 5 o'clock his time, which is Pacific. And but he's on 8 p.m. here in the East. And check him out. Cheapskate Coins. But anyway, gang, that is that. And tonight, after the show, we'll be having an afterglow. And we ourselves will be offering some items for sale. Everything you knew that you didn't need, or didn't know you didn't need, or no, I don't know. But anyway, just have a look at it. And if it strikes you like it's something that you may want or whatever, we'll talk about it in the afterglow. You know, something that might look good in the curio cabinet or in your collection. Stay tuned for that. Anyway, gang, I am so glad we do got a little bit of time. I wanted to talk to you more about how the giveaway. Mayor says, I don't have enough Morgans to be bored of them. Oh, but I tell you what. Oh my gosh, it's a W quarters between 2 and 15, depending on condition. Obviously higher for top graded coins. I tell you what, I think when they first popped out, people were paying $150, and just I just I couldn't get it. I couldn't quite get the grasp on it. Hi, Deej. Hi, Rib. And welcome to the. It is strange, Marlon. If I'm ever not sure if a coin is real or not, I have a secret weapon named Rick's. No, that's cheating. But but goodness, no. You got to use all of your tools that are available to you. But anyway, gang, I still got no notification that Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium is he on? No. Oh, yeah, we are. And but anyway, gang, we are going to go ahead and take a look at some of the stuff that is accumulating. And no, this is not stuff that Sandy wants me to throw away. But anyway, we are going to take a look at some of the stretch. I'm still going to, we're going to take a look at some of the stuff that is piling up, amassing, getting together. If I can pick up this box without everything spilling off of it, it will be a miracle. Steady. That's because I'm not picking up the box. There, that's better. Fingers, work. Go, gadget arm. No. Made it. Got it. Careful. Where can I set this? I should have planned this a little bit better. Stickerage! Yes, that's right, gang. We'll be having stickerage inside of the giveaway for the giveaway show. We're also going to be doing something. I haven't quite figured out. It's raining. I haven't quite figured out how we're going to display all this, what the show is actually going to consist of, because it's going to be an hour-long show. Then, boom, the giveaway. Well, you just have to kind of hang on to the coattails because it'll be different. Different on this show. Anyway, there is this is not real. This is a reproduction colonial pipe. That's going to go inside the box. We have an electric bill from the Atlantic City Electric Company from 1967. And we'll get more into that when we actually do the show, because I wish my electric bill was that now. Silver. It's going to be silver. I don't want to give you too much hints of this because we're actually going to probably have it again during the giveaway show. We're going all through this again, but there will be 1 ounce of silver. Not only is this a 1 ounce of silver, but you probably saw it still in the plastic packaging. And these are actually highly coveted. I didn't realize there was such a following of these silver rounds, this particular one anyway, until just recently. But that's going to be going into the giveaway. We have a postcard. If Coin Dragon's still here, he probably knows where this is. This is from Letchworth State Park in New York State. And they're by Portageville, New York, if you know where that's at. But that's going into the box. I think it's actually going to be a thing. We're going to have an antique postcard of something or an advertisement in each one of the giveaways. What else is going in? Well, of course, since this is Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium, why we do have a pirate round. No, maybe. Did it focus? I think so. So we got Blackbeard on a copper round. We do have a bit of Colonial Buckle, Doug, and no, it was digged. What else we got? We've got a blowhole button, Doug. That's going to go in the box. We also have drink Oh yeah, have a Coke, the liquid kind. Yeah, drink Coca-Cola. Got yourself a bottle opener. And so yeah, gang, you can still find those coconut bottles and made with real sugar. And that's going to be going into the uh, box as well in the giveaway. More sticker edge. Oh, we have Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium sticker. This is actually a limited edition. I had this thing about stickers. I don't know. I may do stickerage at some point, but they're a limited edition because I haven't quite turned that corner saying, hey, they're wonderful or no. And more stickerage is here is AWR, American Woodland Relics. And we have here, talk about those quarters, like the W quarters. This is not a W quarter, but this is fresh out of the mint. A 2019 quarter, and from the Antonio Missions. And when I say fresh out of the mint, that was gotten from the Philadelphia Mint. I don't know. Do I want to talk about any more of this? There's a 1865 3-center in there. How come we don't call it a thrickle? Right? Silver, trime. How come we don't call it a thrickle? Should be a thrickle. But anyway, that's going in the giveaway. There's some foreigns in here. It's just shaping up to be a thing. But anyway, gang, and there's still people making contributions. There's still, I know, several people sending stuff in. It is all over the place. And I tell you what, all coming to you, or the winner, I should say, in a lovely, lovely United States box, flat rate box. Anyway, now I'm going to try and put this back. Well, the content's just going down on. Is that Lady Spitfire? Hi! And anyway, gang, so that's what's going over there. And I did make mention of our contributors so far. Why the donations so far for this quarter. Now we're running our quarter a little bit longer since we have restarted. So far, the charity donations we've raised so far is $22.50, and the kitty for the giveaway right now is currently at $8.50. So that's where we are. We'll be keeping tabs on it and sharing that information with you as we go along. Whew, that was a lot. But anyway, gang. So that's what it is so far, and it's only growing. Yes, gang. And we do have to kind of call it a limit as some kind of, once we get saying, okay, we can't shove anything more into that box, we will have to kind of size it down. We'll just kind of keep pushing stuff onto the next series of giveaways. But don't want to miss it. Should be a whole lot of fun. It's kind of really going to be off the cuff, I think. And we'll take a look at each of the items. Who knows? Maybe we'll have a segment maybe on the Colonial Pipe, and maybe we'll have a vintage Coca-Cola commercial, right? Really putting together this stream now, I guess. What else? Maybe since the thrickle in there, how come we don't call it a thrickle? I think that's it. I coined it. No, it's now known as a thrickle. Maybe I have a short thing about the 3% pieces, the nickels. And boy, I was looking at the Red Book the other day, and something struck me about the mintage about them. I don't remember what now. I have to check my notes. But anyway, so yeah, there's a couple of different little segments we can do and make that a giveaway package well worth displaying, and etc. But again, I tell you what, the most eclectic giveaway that there probably ever was. Anyway, stay tuned for that. And we're doing that monthly. So it should be great, great fun. Should be a good show. Was it Sandy that struck you? Yes. Do you keep yourself entertained, Charlie? Always. And there's always something to read. There's always some. Yes, absolutely. You know what, Miss Beth? There's one thing I do. I'm kind of glad that we are back. We're back for different reasons, whatnot. That if you watch the first live stream when we came back, to share with you the commercials that we do show on the stream, I probably watch maybe 20 or 30 of them before I select which one's which, or maybe I'll save a couple for the use down the road. Like right now, we probably have next week. You don't want to miss the commercial. It's a beer commercial. Not going to remember the date, but it's a beer commercial from the 60s, and they are actually trying to hypnotize you. So if you tune in at all, okay, for are we going to have that for game night? Yes, we are. So yeah, tune in for the next episode of Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's live stream just to see the commercial. I don't even care if you leave afterwards. Just check out this commercial. They are actually trying to hypnotize you to buy their product. Wait until you see it. But anyway, so the fun in this is I'll watch 10, 20, 30 commercials before selecting a couple or whatever to actually share with you folks. So yes, I find it greatly entertaining. And some of the things advertised strike me funny. As Frigidaire, they built a better product in the 1960s than they do today. Refrigerators. Yeah. How old was your parents' refrigerator before they had to buy a new one? Now what do they last? 5 years? But and the features of them. Oh, anyway, this sounds more like afterglow stuff. But anyway, gang. Next week's show. Be sure check out the commercial. But anyway, gang. So yeah, we've got everything kind of under control. If you can tell now, we're going to list our contributors, and I didn't like the phrasing of donators, because the folks who actually help the shows and actually put stuff into it, whether it be Cheapskate, JHH, or whoever, I like contributors better, because they too, as being parts of the community, make the shows work. And that's much more than just a donator. A donator is somebody who touches and goes, who drops stuff off and see you later, bye. You know, it's like dropping the coins into the bucket as you walk through the store, and they got the little Salvation Army bucket there with the ringer. That's a donator. That's somebody who you'll never see again and whatever. No, these are contributors. These are people who are here in the stream, who participate. That is a contributor. So a couple of different things have been running through my mind. And so that's how we're going to list them. Of course, if you guys see how we're making the tallies and whatnot of what gets contributed, you know, the portion we're going to take from the sales, and basically how we're working the donations, and etc. Anyway, wow, did I go off some sort of tangent? Who was supposed to slap me? But anyway, gang, let's get on to the afterglow. Now, this is basically the segment of the show where we go bye. But we've been having the afterglows where we kind of are going to look at some coins. We got some reals sitting over here. We got some reals. We have 3 reals that are going into the Emporium. They do not have prices yet. There is a 1863 about uncirculated Indian, and that's what they're calling it. I may not call it about uncirculated. I might be, we'll say well below that. What else we got? We got we have a large cent to look at, which won't be for sale, but it struck me funny when I found it in the box. We also got another thrickle. There's a thrickle sitting over there that is wonderful, with the exception that it's been cleaned. And as I kind of was getting a good look on that, I really got disappointed because I didn't realize it was cleaned at the moment. But for the price that it was, there was no harm in it. And I mentioned a largie. There's a largie sitting over there. But we'll take a look at those under the coin cam after we do our little sales pitch. Yeah, okay. We do that too. But anyway, so you might want to stay tuned for the afterglow. That'll be here after we leave and come back. Anyway, but yeah, gang, if we have entertained, informed, or piqued your interest or curiosity regarding numismatics or history, we have succeeded in our mission. And that's what about it is. I'm not here to teach. I'm just here to get you excited and get you razzed and get you hyped up in a good way for history or coins. But anyway, gang, For those who will not be staying for the afterglow, have a good night. And for those who will be staying, we'll be seeing you in approximately 5 minutes. And we'll look at some stuff, have some laughs, have some fun, and who knows. But anyway, we'll be on for about half an hour, I don't know, whatever it takes. But all right, gang, hang tight. We're going to switch over to the afterglow thing. And here we go. We are back, kind of, sort of, maybe. Take that down. All right, gang. Well, here we are. We are back. Welcome to the Afterglow. And we're going to close out some of these things that we don't need to free up a little bit of more space. What's that thing? Dare we click it? I'm scared. Let's click it.
Movie. Thrill to the amazing strength of an...
That's the commercial. So it was on there twice. Remove from studio. And we'll remove this too. And we'll remove this. And first off, we'll take care of some business aspects. And we are going to share the screen. And we're going to present some things here. And, oh, we already are. We're going to click that, add to stream. There we are. And we're going to open up our that didn't seem to work. And I'm going to take a look at these. Boom, boom, boom. Now, gang, if you ever needed a railroad lock, that's right, gang, we have a railroad lock with key from the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad. Were they on the Monopoly board?
What is it?
The B&O.
Yeah.
And if it comes up, there you go. Bang! We have that currently to offer at the Emporium. Baltimore, Ohio. Now, it seems on the key is stamped B&O. And also, too, we have, there's another picture of it. And a great piece of railroad Ania. And believe it or not, this came from on the back of the lock, it is stamped B&O. Well, that's not it. Now, there is some tape on the back of it that the purchaser will have to remove themselves if they choose to do so. But there underneath can you see my mouse? There is the B, the and symbol, and O. B&O, RR, B&O Railroad. And they're actually quite collectible. You can collect these from all the different railroads and whatnot. This is actually a better piece because it has the key. The key is actually what makes this piece more significant. And with the shipping, again, this is only in the continental United States. So $67 shipped. And again, like with anything in the rest of the stuff here at the Emporium, 15% of the proceeds will be going to charity. And if you don't have one of these, and you need one, let me tell you what, you need one. If you go on vacation, you leave your house, you don't need a security system. Yes, that's right, gang. We have some scary dolls. Now, this one's a 17 inches tall. And you can have this for $26 shipped. That's right, gang. Imagine if you go away on vacation, you don't have to worry about turning on your alarm system. Nope, just prop this right by your door and nobody's coming in. But anyway, gang, there you have it. Scary doll. I think we have another one for sale here at the Emporium. Yes, you got this guy. And he's about the same height, about 16 inches tall, $26 shipped. And again, you can also gift these. That's right, gang. You can gift these as well. And we have some new books here at the Emporium. We have a Greek coin book, and we'll show you a photograph of that. A book of Greek coins, and it's actually a small edition, but all of the info is more than relevant. And here's a couple of photos of the inside. And it has not been written in. And first published, I'm trying to see, 1952, I think that says. We will make that a little bit bigger. Bigger, bigger, bigger. Yep, 1952. And here's the actual front title page. Greek Coins by Charles Seltman. And yeah, Seltman actually had a couple of different publications. And we're going to offer that at the Emporium. Shipped! Everything's shipped. $19. It's a soft hardcover. It's actually a hardcover, but it's kind of not a hardcover. But it is. But it's not. But it is. But $19 shipped to you. Greek Coins, if you want to get into the ancients. And we also have a couple of Lost Treasure magazines. Now, they are used. You have the May 2017 edition, also the June 2017 edition. Both of those, again, they're used, but they're more than readable. They're fine. And they can be yours for maybe $9. And basically, these magazines, if you decide to purchase them, why the entire price will be donated to charity. So they will be $9 shipped. And yeah, like I said, everything there will be going to charity. And let's see what else we got here. Oh, we mustn't forget this. This is a hardcover edition of The Pirate Hunter. That's right, the true story of Captain Kidd by Richard Zacks. And if you want a little bit of background information about this book, I actually own this book, probably a couple different copies. Like here's my yeah, this is my well-worn and annotated and oh my goodness, tore apart. I have notes in this thing like you just don't know. Of course, you know, working on my book about Giles Shelley. But yes, Zacks, Richard Zacks, The Pirate Hunter. Anyway, that one that you see on your screen is available. That's the hardcover edition. And Zacks does a very good job as far as gathering information. He did a wonderful job of presenting the information, but some of his conclusions I kind of stray from. Zacks is he kind of wants to say that Kidd was strictly a privateer, but I have just a little bit of trouble with that because, well, Kidd did some things that kind of weren't very privateer-like. You know, if it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, well, he's a pirate. But anyway, gang, The Pirate Hunter, that could come to you, $21 shipped. It's a used hardcover. Very sturdy. It looks brand new, practically. I mean, it's got some wear along the edges, but yep, it's hardcover, and it could be yours for $21 shipped. And what else we got? Oh my goodness, this book. Oh, I love this book. If you want to get to collecting tokens, it's almost a must-have. This is American Business Tokens by Benjamin P. Wright. And we'll give you a couple of looks on the inside. And again, this is also hardcover. And originally published serially between 1898 and December 1901 in the numismatics under the title The American Store or Business Cards. And wonderful, wonderful book. Give you different examples of the business and business tokens for the ages, well, through America. And a couple of looks on the inside. Very edition. Used, but in very, very good condition. Not stained, not written in. And looks very good. And at the Emporium, that can go to you. That's right. $27 shipped. And most of the books will come to you by media mail. Unless you want something different, then you gotta let us know. But also too, stumbled across this book. This is a must-have for treasure hunters out there, because it actually, this book, for me, I actually own this book. I'm trying to think if I have a soft cover or if I have a hard cover. Anyway, it's by Peter Earl, and it's called Treasure Hunt, Shipwreck, Diving, and the Quest for Treasure in an Age of Heroes. And what strikes me about this book is not so much about the actual treasure itself, but the recovery. And in there, he gives examples how early treasure hunters or recoverers, even back in the 1700s, were going back to wrecks in the 1700s and retrieving cargo and goods. And as far as treasure hunting goes, just because a wreck may have been quote unquote recovered or some items recovered, those items that were recovered had to have been beached somewheres. And sometimes they were not very thorough when they were going through the recovery process. So if you know or could figure out approximately where they were unloading the cargo that was retrieved, it might be a worthwhile spot to check out. But anyway, back to this Treasure Hunt. That's right, by Peter Earl. It's like new, hardcover again, and it's $23 shipped to you. One flat rate. What else we got? Did we cover it all? I think we did. Yeah, I think so. Boom. That is what we currently have at the Emporium. So if any of those things strike your fancy, drop an email, and we'll send you the PayPal, and we'll get it out to you. Okay. And what else we got? CoinCam. Are you ready for this? This is live. I have not tested this out since we started using StreamYard. I'm excited. I'm thinking we can do this without feedback. We've tested this before, and sometimes the StreamYard is not CoinCam friendly. So if we get a lot of feedback, I'm going to have to cut it off, and we'll go from there. But here we go. You ready? We're adding it to stream. Did we drum roll it? No. Well, first I got to remove that. And that's not how we want it. How about that? You don't need to see me that big. You need to see CoinCam big. Did we do it? We did it! No feedback? I don't think so. We sound good? Anyway, again, we've got some Reale-ness. What is this, a half real? That looks like a half real. And this will be going into the Emporium. Helps if I moved it the right way. Maybe. You know, what's weird is all of the movements I'm doing is not in sync. So I actually got to kind of play with it. And it's a 1782 half real, and she's well worn. But all the features are still distinguishable, and she will be going in she. Is it okay to call a coin a she?
Yeah.
Okay. But it's weird because there's a dude on the, I don't know. But this will be going into the Emporium. We have no idea yet as far as price or anything. It could also be purchased for the giveaway. And yes, I'm using my fingers. There's no hurting this Reale. It's already been hurt. But the pillars are decent. Again, the details are there. It's discernible. It's just not wonderful. It's not great, but it's okay. At half Reale, I think Sandy said, Miss Beth want to know how many Reales I have. All right. Well, that's a trick question. That could get me in trouble. No, I'm kidding. You want the honest answer? I have no idea. I have no idea how many reals I currently have. I know as far as chopped reals, I probably have better than 5. I have better than 5 because there's probably a couple after that. I don't want to say I don't care about. It's just that they've been around for so long, and I kind of don't have the same interest as I do in the other ones. I've really tried to turn a corner when it came to collecting, and I don't want to have my collection turn into a hoard. So I've been trying to really narrow a lot of things. I know even with, I was showing some pictures to some folks of some coins I've recently purchased at the local coin shop. And they're actually coins to replace the coins I have into the collection because I feel they're of better quality than the ones I currently own. So the old ones I'll try and raise capital to purchase something else that we want. Anyway, what you're looking at now is a 1 real. It's almost in the same condition as the half. And I think it's at 1788 there. And this real will be going into the Emporium to be eventually sold. Just again, I have no idea for price. Just kind of, I picked it up because the one of the local coin shops I deal with hates them and sees no significance in them. I have to admit they were purchased. I can't pass up a real first, okay? But he throws a lot of these into the junk boxes, and I can't pass them up. And I tell him each time, he's actually been pretty good to me as far as decent 8 reals. He just finds them to be totally insignificant, and I don't share his opinion, but it works out for me. So, but anyway, gang, reals, that will be going into the Emporium at some point. This real also came from same location. This is 1783. I think it's a 2 real. Yep, 2 real. And it's about the same kind of condition. The guy isn't that discernible. Thing about this, he is bent. There's a slight bent in this real. But again, they'll eventually be going over to the Emporium as well. And what else we got over here? I'll give you a sneak peek at this. I like this. 1863. Now, I thought I was going to be replacing this with one I currently own. Well, check out the feathers and check out the Liberty. Nice. Yes. But let me tell you what ruins it for me. On closer examination, I came across this. See that rim? I am not tickled with that rim at all. I'm not going to say the rim ruins it for me. I still think this is a fine example. However, I don't know. I just was hoping for a better rim. But like I said, it's still a fine example. But yep, that'll eventually be going into the Emporium as well. And here's a thrickle. And see if now this in this little thing I hate. I don't like these. I don't like these capsules at all. This is in a capsule. And when I picked this up, I don't want to say I was excited. I was kind of okay with it. Not until I really got it home and started looking at it, and I realized it's been cleaned, and not too tickled about it. So I'll probably be passing this along. Maybe it'll go into the giveaway. I don't know. But well, we already got one thrickle in it, so. But this may be going into a giveaway down the line. It's a fine example. The hair is nice. The lettering is nice. The problem is it's been cleaned. And oh my, why? Just why? Why? Why do you want to clean this fine example? The first clue I had was the apes. I thought they shouldn't be looked at. They still have dirt. And then I started looking at the neck. That neck is not, I repeat, not in the capsule. That neck is on the obverse itself. They didn't take a Brillo pad. Oh my goodness. So, see, but they're going to clean the front, but they're going to leave the back alone. I don't know the reverse. But, so I don't know. I don't know if that's going actually just in a giveaway or if that's going to be even bothering going into the Emporium itself. I don't want to get into the habit of offering something that we already know is damaged. But unfortunately, some of the more scarce things that are out there, you can only get them because of the lower price, because they're either damaged or even dug coinage. Now, I'm not going to get into selling dug coins, but I know at the local coin shop, he had a 17. No, memory's not going to work. It's not going to do it. No, he had an 1808 large cent that had been dug, environmentally damaged. He sent it off to be graded, and but it was so nice to have or to get that kind of example. You kind of got to weigh it out. Are you ever going to have a fine piece like that graded? I mean, it becomes financially difficult. Okay, now what you're seeing in this, it's because it's encapsulated. I'll take that out of there if whatever becomes of it, whether it goes into the Emporium or if it's eventually going to go into a giveaway. This here is Largy, and 1853, and it's okay. High mintage for the 53. Hair's okay, not the best. The hair's okay. Liberty's there, except for we got a little near the L. And the reverse. Why is it upside down? Because I have it upside down.
Not with line.
But eventually this has got to come out of that capsule, just so we can have a better look at it. And lettering's good, the rim's good. Uh, 1853. Now I got this. All right, the next thing you're about to see, I got this because I thought it was funny. And I'm always going to keep, I have weird stuff like this on my desk all the time. The very first thing I look at when I'm looking at largies is the Liberty. That is the only darn thing on this large cent that looks actually halfway decent, is the Liberty. And it just struck me funny. I just thought I had to have it just because it's my first go-to thing when I'm looking at the largies or whatnot. Check out the lettering. And I thought, well, Liberty is the only thing on this that's worth a darn. And it just struck me funny. It's actually bent. It's got a good bent in it. I don't know if I can somehow show the bending in it, but who knows? Maybe they tried putting it on the railroad tracks and it just kind of, instead of running it over, it kind of kicked it out. I don't know. But it struck me funny. Had to come home. Coin cam seems to be working right there. Is there any echo?
But you're also really ballistic.
Oh.
good. No echo. Not here. You're good.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Yay, thing's working, even though I got the delay on the point cam. I'm sorry, it's a work in progress.
Miss Steffi just said clean cam coming in loud and clear.
Now check back with the chat. Guys, we're talking about coin cam. Oh, I check them all the time. Oh my goodness. I don't get hollered at, but I feel like, oh, he's checking another one.
Only when you drag me across the store to go check it.
Yeah. Walmart, ShopRite. Well, for us, a grocery store. You may not have a ShopRite where you are. Piggly Wiggly. No.
Kate says you're actually more clear now than you were during the main street.
I think it has to do something about the windows. It does not. Maybe I got an increased memory on this. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Is now we are hardwired. We are actually working off the wire and not Wi-Fi. So we're making adjustments as we go. I stopped using the other Streamcast service I had. First, it became very expensive, and then with them, it seemed like I was using a ton more memory than what was really needed. I mean, I was grounding out the computer trying to use that Streamcast. So with StreamYard, it actually operates a little bit better. Is this a half set? This is a half set. Now this is dug. This is actually dug by me. And she is pretty. 1808, I believe. Yep. And if there's still any metal detectors out there, just remember, a site is not hunted out. This came from a site that had been beat up over the years, not just by myself, but by others who know about this area. And now that I'm looking at it, under the coin cam, I see the one still there. But the 100, the one over, or no, should be 200. The 200 is actually still there. I can see it, but the coin cam wasn't picking it up. Ken would holler at me if he saw that staple. Let's see if we can improve. Ah, no. No, not going to be able to see it with the coin cam, but the 200 is still there. But anyway, gang, what other should we promote? Wow, these guys. Is anybody left into our local area?
Huh?
I don't think anybody's left to our local area. But came across these guys. I don't know if they have a website or anything yet or not, but they were pretty. That was a great store. Comics, antiques, toys, oddities, and more. Comics and killers, collectibles. And they had quite a collection in there. I'm glad we stumbled across them.
I have some neat stuff in there.
Cheapskate says half set. It should say 1/200. Yeah, I can see it with the eye, but the coin cam wasn't picking it up. Who are you going to call? Hey, AWR. I tell you. And they're making another movie, as if the last Ghostbusters movie wasn't enough. They are currently filming another one.
Marty said call Paul.
Here you go, call Paul. But yeah, I think that we're going to have to do something about memory. I think that's where we're lagging now. I'm happy a new Beetlejuice is coming. I was reading a lot about that, and it's neat to see the original actors reprising their roles. And well, we got a new Harrison Ford Indiana Jones coming out, which I think it's safe to say is going to be his last. Let's just say it takes 5 years to make one. The man would be 85 for the next, I don't know. But weird stuff. I don't know. Should we go to the theater and actually see it, or should we wait until it streams?
I think it's going to be his last one. We should go to the theater and see it.
There you have it. I have witnesses. You've heard it. She agrees to go to the theater.
Just don't yell at me when I sleep through it.
Oh my goodness, cheapskate. I saw that too. Keaton is reprising his role as Batman in the new Flash movie as well. I have to confess, I have not seen any of the new Batmans until just recently, and I did not watch them in order. And I almost gave up. What was the one I said I was watching? Batman: The Dark
Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises. I was highly disappointed. I almost thought that's it. Not going to see the rest of them. But then I was told, no, watch the original ones. Watch the one with Keaton. I think they said skip the one with George Clooney. But I haven't seen any of those. So I'm actually going back now and watching those. You know, we never, when we were in New York last, we never did go to the Beetlejuice themed restaurant.
I want to go. They have the Tim Burton themed one now too. I'm not sure where that's happening.
Lady Spitfire says, my two girls drew a door on our covered fireplace with a doorknob and all. Said Beetlejuice 3 times. I was wishing it would work. That was pretty
Mr.
awesome.
falls asleep at the theater too. It's not just me.
I tell you, it was weird. We'll see the revival films at the theater, like we've seen North by Northwest. We've seen Casablanca on the big screen.
Yeah, you better say that one.
Did we see something else too on the big screen?
Yeah, but I don't remember right offhand what it was.
You know, but even anymore, just the thing about going to, and of course, there's no big crowds going to go see North by Northwest on the big screen. But actually, Casablanca was pretty crowded, I thought.
It was.
But I think in North Jersey, this just past weekend, they had the Marx Brothers films. They had Duck Soup and Night at the Opera. And I kind of wanted to see them on a big screen, but it's just not the same. The only movie I ever fell asleep through in the theater was Leaving Las Vegas. I can remember when Saving Private Ryan first came out, my grandfather took me, and we were kind of taken aback by how realistic it was. And we were, after the D-Day scene, we were kind of looking around just to make sure he was going to be all right. He was a World War II veteran. And, but no, he seemed fine. He didn't, because because it was loud. Of course, you hear the bombing and everything else. We didn't know if it was going to be any kind of like flashbacks or anything like that. But no, he seemed to be fine. But all right, Marty, have a great night. We'll catch you around. We're actually probably going to cut this stream off too in about maybe 3 minutes, and because we got to go to early work for tomorrow and whatnot. It was an Oscar for Best Picture that year. How? You know what? Call me a conspiracy theorist. I don't care. I don't think any of the movies in the past 10 years were Oscar worthy. I mean, is there any of them that we remember or go back to revisit and rewatch? I don't know. I don't know. Just so dissatisfied with anything that comes out of Hollywood or television nowadays. I'm more entertained by things that were aired 50 years ago or better. I've actually started rewatching a lot of the Avengers, not the cartoon, the Avengers with Patrick McNee and Diana Rigg. It was like your original X-Files. But other show, oh my goodness, I got hollered at, not hollered at, but I was watching Columbo, Peter Falk. Highly entertaining. Better than anything else on there now. Although I will give some credence to some of the streaming, we want to call them serials that are coming. I guess they're more like serials than they are TV shows or sitcoms now. Godzilla never won an Oscar. Why? I don't know. I'm right there with you, though. It should have. Yes. Man from U.N.C.L.E. You know, I've never seen that, Miss Beth. I may have to watch. Oh, wait a minute. Cheapskate says, I disagree. Don't Look Up and Fallout both deserve awards. You may have caught me. Was Don't Look Up, was that the movie? Oh my goodness, I can't think of his name. The fellow from Titanic. What's his name? Well, then he was young. Was that the one with Leonardo DiCaprio? Because I may have seen that, and I may have to agree that was a good movie. The other one, I don't know. Yep, okay. Yeah, I did see that. I did think that was... I thought that was a weird movie to make, though, with some of the stars in it who were, shall we say, probably not in political agreement to the film that they were making. But again, they're actors. They're tools to make that whole thing. The Fallout was Jenna Ortega.
Wednesday.
Is that Wednesday? That's what I was trying to think in my head. Was about the aftermath students go through after a school shooting.
I don't think I've seen
I don't think I've seen that one. Well, I think we've seen the other one.
Did I fall asleep during it?
You probably fell asleep during it. Have to admit, maybe that's like a what do you call it? A guilty what? What do you call that? It's something you like that's not typical that you should like.
What a guilty pleasure.
Guilty pleasure, whatever. We watched. I didn't think that I would like the new Wednesday series, but I actually did.
Didn't we watch it all in like 2 days?
Yes. Yeah. Wait. Binge watch. Yes. I just loved it when Ricky Gervais roasted the crap out of Hollywood on the Golden Globes, or whatever show that was. Yes. And it just seemed like roasting is what it is. I mean, people, I don't know. I lost a friend at Columbine. Wow. So that is a strong subject for me. That was a tragedy.
Yeah.
Even here in the East, I can remember where I was when I saw that come across the news.
I don't remember where I was.
But anyway, gang, it's getting late here in the east, and we're going to have to shut this thing down. Well, anyway, gang, I appreciate you for hanging out for the afterglow, and it was more. I tell you what.
I'm sorry, AWR.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Is there anything we can do for you, AWR? Do you need, like, a fruit basket or anything? I don't know.
That is true. She never did blink.
I think it's haunting. We once had an actor at a restaurant, the Jekyll and Hyde Club in New York City. And they have actors there while you're having your dinner and stuff. And given what I do for a living, this guy scared the bejesus out of me. Just because he would look right through you, and of course it's his job to be spooky. He played like a Karloff character, and he'd go around the table to table and ask how you are and that sort of thing. I mean, in genial terms, it's okay. You're okay with that. But this guy would stare at you. Are you okay? And I tell you what, it unnerved you. Anyway, yes, Miss Cheryl, it was great seeing everyone again. We'll be back here again on Sunday. So hope to see you again. And that goes for everyone. But anyway, gang, we do have to tunnel off. AWR will send you a fruit basket, and hopefully that makes things better regarding those movies. Twilight, yes. Anyway. All right, gang. Have a great night. Have a great week, and we'll see you back here Sunday. Who knows? We'll probably have some more stuff for the Emporium. And we'll get some, if anybody has an interest in those Reales, put some prices on those. What else we got lined up? I forgot. But anyway, until next Sunday, have a great week, and we'll see you soon. See you on the tube. All right, gang. Have a great night.